Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl Miss Black Beauty, whatever you want to call me, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Princess, and you're watching Black Beauty TV. So today on this video, I'm going to be giving a recap of my 2021 and just kind of letting you know what we're going to be doing for 2022. So first, let's just talk about Vlogmas. I did want to kind of like give a quick little explanation of what happened with Vlogmas. I don't know if anybody was trying to keep up and was just kind of watching and just waiting for the content, but I was going through like one of the worst holidays I've ever experienced, and actually wasn't even the worst, but I was going through like a really like emotional time, and I will actually probably get into that more into this video, and I can probably get a little more detailed in another video. But in this video, I just want to say that I was just in a point where I was just very emotional, and there's just some things that was going on that I just couldn't push through. Even though I was trying my best, any little amount of energy that I had, I was trying to put towards work and just my day-to-day life. I do apologize that Vlogmas really didn't go as planned, but guess what, it's okay. We have another year coming up. I can try again next year. Even though I really was excited about Vlogmas, I had already started planning and everything. So, but that's okay, you know, we can always try again. Anyway, so when I'm thinking over 2021, like originally I remember what happened in 2021, and I was just like, what happened? What did I do? Like, this was really all a blur. And so I had to go back to my Snapchat and just kind of get some ideas of what happened. Now that my memory is jogged, I do remember 2021 basically like taking off. It was crazy busy for me at the start of the year, and then it just kind of slowed down a little bit, and then it got like, boom, it went. But no, so the start of the year, like literally after I posted my vision board for 2021, I was getting ready to move into this apartment. I actually was trying to do a moving vlog, but during that vlog I lost all the footage because it was on my laptop, and I basically had to get my hard drive wiped out. And so there's like bits and pieces from my phone that I had recorded, and I was going to try to do a video for that, but I don't think it'll be coherent enough, and I might try to throw something together one day. But I mean, it's almost a year later, so I don't know if it really matters anymore. But I mean, if you do want to see it, I could try to piece together something and try to make it all nice and cute for y'all so y'all can kind of see. But anyway, so from there I moved into this apartment, and then after that I went into my very first pop-up shop event, and that was really very stressful. Like, you can ask my friends, like I was crying, and I knew that I would. I started crying. I was spazzing, like, no, like really pop-up shop Zilla. And I said, I'm never doing this again. And I watched videos where people are like, yeah, like the first one you're gonna be stressed out, like you're not gonna know how much to bring, much product to have, and things like that. So, but after that I really didn't have a lot of business stuff, so I'm not really gonna talk about a lot of my business stuff, even though it's on my list to try to get back into business. But I'm gonna try to make some changes. But like after that pop-up shop, it was my birthday. I turned 28 in 2021, so y'all, that means my birthday is coming up again. It'll be 29, and I'm like, my last year in my 20s. My last year in my 20s, and what do I have to show for it? We ain't gonna talk about that. We're not gonna talk about that. But no. And so after that, I celebrated my birthday, and it was just kind of like a, just chill, just enjoy my life or whatever. And then I got my first job in my career field, and let me tell you, when I had that interview, I swear I bombed it. I thought that I was never gonna work for that place ever, and I ended up getting the job. So I left my I guess fast food or jobs, and I got a real big girl job, and it was like a huge accomplishment for me. The job, it taught me a lot professionally, and it educated me on how to do my job, like, or to better myself in my field, I guess. I don't know if that's a good way to say it, but it really taught me some things. Even though I did not stay at that job very long, I was only there for about 6 months, and during that process, that's where where I couldn't really record and film because I was so busy, because the job is quite demanding. I actually worked for CPS, and that job is very stressful. In the beginning, I was doing a lot of self-care, and I was trying to make time for my videos, and I was just, trying to use my time as best I could. But once I got into the swing of things, and people started leaving the job, it was just really hard to really keep up with my personal life. And during that time, I started going to therapy, which I don't go anymore, but I need to go back. But I started going to therapy, and that was really good. But when the job started to interfere with my work, well, with my therapy and my personal life, I started to just decide that it's time to exit on out, and I ended up getting another job. So I now work from home. So I will probably get more into that this year in 2020. Truly, like, the job thing, like, all of it was a blessing. All of it was like good. Even though my experience in my last job wasn't the best experience, like, I know that if I could handle that job, I could handle any job in the workforce. And I mean, experience is experience, because now I'm able to work from home in the comfort of my home, be safe, and still make pretty decent money. That was something that I really wanted, and I didn't really know, like, I didn't really go out hunting for, like, expecting to work from home, but I knew that I did like the idea of working from home. So that's why I went ahead and looked out, like, where it's just like in the market for those kind of jobs. And someone actually reached out to me. Like, I was applying for jobs, but someone reached out to me, and I was able to get this job. So I think in that itself, it was like a huge blessing. And so I've been at that job for about a month and a half. No, it will be 2 months in January 8th. So almost 2 months. The next thing I would have to say on my little 2021 little timeline is that I met someone that didn't go well. We were together for a little bit, and towards the end of the year. So this is actually pretty fresh. Like, I broke up with him, like, at the beginning of December. So if y'all want to put two and two together, that's what was going on. And I just decided that, it wasn't the best thing for me. And, life goes on. And then the very last thing and the most exciting thing that I could talk about that happened to me in 2021 is that I got closer to God. Like, after that breakup, I just kind of, like, threw myself into God's word and just basically saturated myself in him, because I felt like, I don't know, I felt lost, and I'm like, the only way that I'm going to be found is through God. And so basically saturated myself in God's word, because I'm like, look, this is not from you, God. Like, I know you didn't send this for me, because it wouldn't be the characteristics aren't right. Like, this is within the past few weeks, y'all. I've been connecting more with some spiritual friends and people that's heart are open to God and things like that, and I've just been, you know, like really focusing on that, and I'm hoping that that relationship and with God will kind of propel me into a better year in 2022. I do have some expectations and things that I'm hoping for in 2022, and that will be in my next video. I did get a chance to spend some time with my friends. We had a Vlogmas, our annual Friendsgiving. So yeah, so I experienced that. Oh my gosh, y'all, I didn't get to y'all, I skipped over a whole event, y'all. Okay, so let me tell you, I flew for the first time. So my bestie slash roommate slash sister friend, she turned 25 this year, and a couple of years ago she told us, she was like, when I turn 25 I'm going to Vegas. And I'm like, yeah. This was before the pandemic, and then the pandemic came, and I'm like, don't let me go to Vegas. And y'all, I got on a plane for the first time, and I'm afraid of heights, so I was just like, how am I gonna do this? I was supposed to speak with my therapist before I went on this trip, and I canceled my session because I had so much stuff going on with work, being that I was transitioning to a new job and transitioning out of that job into a new job in the middle of this vacation and pandemic. And I was like, I don't have time to do this therapy session. I'm just gonna have to cancel it. And I canceled it, and I thought that I was gonna be so anxious. But y'all, my first time in the airport, I know to get there early, like super early, because I cannot run through no airport. I am too big for that. I am entirely too big to be running around and walking around the airport it's super speed. But it was like a really good experience, and I could tell y'all, like, I would do it again. I was ready to do it again. If somebody said, hey princess, let's get flued out, I'm like, okay, pack my bag and let's go. Like it was smooth, like everything was very smooth for my first time. I just kind of watched what everybody else did, and then when I got on the plane for the very first time, y'all, I was a little nervous. It just kind of reminded me of a charter bus, but I was a little nervous. But when the plane started taking off, like, of course you feel the lift, and then you know, you kind of be in the air, your ears kind of pop. But I had gum because I knew everybody told me to chew gum. Like, I just known that through the whole experience. So I had some gum in my mouth, and like, as we're in the plane, like, I was sitting in between my friend and her mom because I was scared to sit on the end of, you know, either end. I just need to be comforted, and I appreciate them for allowing me to do that. But y'all, I just cried. I cried, and I'm sorry I'm talking so soft and not as loud because it's really late and I'm doing this video and I don't want to wake my roommate up. Anyway, but I cried, and she was like, why are you crying or whatever? And I was like, I'm crying because I'm happy, and I'm crying because I'm doing it. I'm crying because I've overcome something that I told myself. I'm about to cry now. I'm about to cry now. Okay, wait. Wait. I was crying because I was so proud of myself that I faced one of the biggest fears that I've ever had, and that was flying. Like, after 9/11, I just had this huge fear, like, you know, like I just would never fly. And I said, hey, I ain't never gonna get on a plane. I'm gonna find a way. I'm gonna find a way to get around it. I'm gonna find a way to go where I need to go without flying. And I got on that flight, y'all. Not only did I get on one flight, I got on 3 other flights. It was a fun experience. Vegas was a fun experience. We went to the Grand Canyon. That was a fun experience. Like, y'all, I was out there living my best life. I said, after this, it's no turning back. Like, even though my 2021 wasn't like, you know, I didn't get engaged, I didn't have a kid, I didn't get married, I didn't get like a super big promotion. There was a lot of things, positive things that happened to me, and now that I know, like, that I, number one, can face my fears and like go after things like that I want, I know in 2022 there's really no limits to what I can do, and there's really no limits to what God has for me. So I'm not finna live like I'm not gonna live a limited life. So but yes, I really, like, after I, like, sitting here now and reflecting on the year, it was a really good experience. Even though I had maybe 4 months of a great relationship, and that last month of the year it was really hard because I was dealing with a heartbreak. I'm not gonna say that my whole year was bad, because it wasn't. It was a really successful year. I mean, I got started in my career. Not only did I have one job in my career field, I had 2 jobs in my career field. I'm working from home, the comfort and safety of my own home. My family's healthy, I'm healthy, my friends are healthy, my friends are alive. They're going to be going into 2022 with me, and I have no, like, what else can I ask for, you know? I'm not broke. I'm still making more money than I did when I was working at fast food. I'm not having to work 2-3 jobs that I used to have to work years ago. Like, I'm truly blessed, and the fact that I can end the year off knowing that my relationship with God has gotten stronger, like, I like, what else can I ask for? I hope that you enjoyed this video of me just reflecting over my 2021. I hope you had a prosperous 2021. If you didn't, it's okay. Let's pick ourselves up. We can do this. We can be 2022 is going to be our year, because it's going to be what you make it. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. So please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification button so you'll know every time I upload a new video. And also leave a comment down below on what some things that you would like to see on my channel. And once again, I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.